Hi everyone, and welcome to another Arma 3 video. This one is at the request of one of our members, BitBoy, who's asked for a little more detail on how our ranges and scoring systems operate for our range complex. We have a number of different small arms ranges as well as heavy weapons and grenade ranges, but in this video I'm just going to be covering the small arms ranges. This is our 100 meter SMR or static mechanical range. And this range practice is conducted with iron sights only, so I'm just going to take my scope off and drop it into my backpack. So now I'm just running with iron sights. Okay, and to start the range we just use the laptop here and we select start range, and we'll get a message saying 100 meter range activated, starts in 10 seconds. So we fire this one from the standing unsupported position, and as the targets pop up we get to fire 1 round per target exposure. Targets are exposed for 3 seconds and there is a 3-second interval between each pop-up of a target. The required score for our members on this range is 100%. So they've got to fire 1 round and hit each target once, and there are 20 exposures. On the completion of the practice you get a score displayed at the bottom of the screen, which is how many hits and the percentage of your score. This particular range system was made by a community author by the name of STIRLING. I've now moved over to our 300 meter range, which is exactly the same as the 100 except it's 300 meters. For this one we can use a scope, as in a standard sort of assault rifle scope, no sniper scopes, and firers can fire from the kneeling unsupported position or the prone unsupported position, and they must achieve a score of 100%, which is 20 exposures of 3 seconds per exposure, 1 round to fire at each exposure, and they need to score 100% to qualify. This range here is our general practice range. So we've got firing positions set up so you can use sandbags. Prone, you can use them, the sandbags for leaning on, etc. And we have targets out there at 200 meters. Each of those targets, when struck, will place a marker on the target position where the round last struck. So I'll fire a few rounds onto the targets at the right side of the range. And you'll notice if I fire more than 1 round it won't mark that area. The target's actually got to be up for it to be marked. And if you have a look out there now, you can see the targets have been marked where they've been struck by the round. So as you can see, the markers are still on the targets. I can use the laptop to reset markers, and it takes the target markers away. And this is our mixed distance general practice range, and you'll see there's a whole bunch of targets out there to the front. They are in ranges from 100 meters out to 500 meters. I can use this laptop to close the range. Let's see if we can watch the targets while we're doing this. And it puts all of the targets down. And then I can use the laptop again to full targets mixed range. So what it will do is give each of the firing lanes 1 target for distances between 1 and 500 meters, and if I fire targets when the range is in, or fire rounds to the targets when this is in this mode, the targets will remain down. So in a timed shoot we can actually see which targets have fallen and which haven't fallen. So in a timed shoot we would be doing the a timed thing, and after a certain time the range would be closed and all targets would be down. What you can also do is shooters can individually go to a firing lane and select lane 3. So mixed would be ranges all the way to the end out to 500. Mixed 100 will give you 3 targets at 100 meters, which will come back up after they've been struck. And we can select 200 meters and all the way out to 500 meters. So this is just another general practice range for the guys to test their accuracy and their shooting skills, sometimes in timed scenarios, all the way from 100 meters out to 500 meters. And here's an overview of what the range looks like, including all our targets all the way out to 500 meters. And the ones at the back there on the scaffold are a little over 500, they're about 550. This range here is our advanced qualification range. On this range we do range shoots with assault rifles and machine guns, LMGs, and this is a very advanced range, goes all the way up to 500 meters. We have firing positions at 500, we have a 200 meter mound and a 300 meter mound, and different practices occur at different ranges. So to use this range, we need to go into the range hut, and you'll see we have scoreboards here for lanes 1 to 8. We also have a basic scoreboard here that will show you the scores for the lanes. And to activate the range, we go into here and use our ACE interaction, and we turn the power on, and then you'll see the scoreboards light up. We've only got 8 active lanes on this range. We can have up to 10, but we only need 8, so we're just going to leave it at that. Now we use the interaction to firstly we're going to select the fire drill, the firing drill, and we're going to use the snap practice for this demonstration. And we're going to first test the short speaker to make sure the speaker system is working. Yep, that's really loud. Then we're going to set a start delay of, let's say 30 seconds to give me time to get down there. And when we're ready to start the drill, we just go to start and the firing drill will commence. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to check all my, I've got the correct firing drill. Start delay is 30 seconds. And I'm going to go to drill control and start. Now I've got to get my butt down to the 300 meter mound. And I'm just going to make this a little bit quicker and easier so I can actually get there in the time allocated. So the first sequence is fired at the prone unsupported position, and when I hear the buzzer, that means the practice is about to commence. Well, I know I hit that one. If I missed that one, I've got some issues. And this is where we start walking forwards. And we flick to our reflex sight and we fire 10 rounds. And that is the completion of the practice. Make safe and stow. And let's go back and have a look at our score. And on lane 8 where I was, I thought I'd have a fairly dismal score, and yes, a 26 out of a possible 30, which is a fail. If we come over to this board, we can get more detailed statistics on the shoot. And there you go, you have in Group 1, 6, Group 2, 5, Group 3, 5, and Group 4 was 10. I mean, I can't miss a 50-metre target. Total of 26. So you can get detailed scores off their scoreboards, or you can use the basic scoreboard just to get the basic scores for each firing lane. And for those members into the long range stuff, here's our sniper range with targets ranging from 600 metres out to 1.9 kilometres. There's flags at the side to indicate the wind speed and direction, and good luck hitting a target at almost 2 k's with a rifle. This is a pistol range that's currently a work in progress and should be finished shortly. I'm probably going to put a kill house here and have resettable targets right throughout the kill house. And this is another location where there is soon to be a small range, probably a pistol only range. Will be added shortly. And as the sign says, this is our 40mm grenade range, which has various targets out to the front of the range, in buildings, behind bunkers, sandbag emplacements, etc., as well as some that are in the open, and they're all resettable by a laptop when they get knocked over. Also, other features in our training mission, as well as fast air resources, helicopters, helicopter training area, aircraft carrier, a destroyer that we can practice landings on, tank range, LAV range, all sorts of different stuff, which I have gone over in another video, so I'm not going to cover it now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. If you've got questions or comments, throw in the comments section below. Visit our Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.